What is the Niners' biggest silver lining for 2021? Even if they don't make the playoffs this year, is there anything good that can be taken out of this season? Tony?
I like that. I like that we cut Quan Alexander's contract. I think that sets us up for success next year. Also, however you feel about the 49ers 3 quarterback, they got clarity. We know a little bit more now. How durable is Jimmy Garoppolo? Was that just a fluke that he's gotten injured a couple times, or does he have injury concerns? That question, I think, has been answered. Could Nick Mullins be an absolute superstar stud? Maybe, but I think we did get to see a little bit of a picture of what Mullins is, and we saw him struggle, and we saw him come back from struggling as well. So we learned more about him. And so I think quarterback is obviously the most important position on the team, and we now know more about our 3 quarterbacks going forward into next year, and that'll decide, whether we want to invest in a draft capital or not at quarterback.
The 4-6 record, I don't know if Robert Saleh is going to get a head coaching job next year because of the lack of success overall as a team. So that's my silver lining, that you might be able to bring back Robert Saleh, and seeing what he's done with the defense. The defense is missing stars pretty much on all levels except for the linebacking core. So what Robert Saleh has been able to do has been so impressive. And because the overall team has struggled, you might have the luxury of having him be your defensive coordinator next season as well.
One thing
that's a good one.
To go back on the sin, I was thinking about it as a silver lining, but it could also be a sin. I think, Grant, you said this the other day, is we learned that it's not true that Shanahan can plug in any running back and still have the same success. We learned that Raheem Mostert, or at least a capable running back like Jeff Wilson Jr., is very important to this team. So that would be a sin, I guess, is not building that up a little more. But I'd say a silver lining is depth. I just think that Kerry Hyder Jr. really came on strong, and I think it showed that you can build a decent pass rush with a couple veterans. You obviously need that Nick Bosa to have a great pass rush to carry your defense, but getting Kerry Hyder Jr. in, I think that's good to know that there's a couple $3 million guys, or get Marcus Golden, Nick, and help out the defensive line. I think that was a silver lining, seeing the depth of him, Tarvarius Moore, Marcel Harris at times, Azeez Al-Shaair at times. That was cool to see.
Yeah, good answers. I really still feel like the Niners are a terrific team, a well-coached team, and a good roster that has a lot of injuries for various reasons. And I think the silver lining is that they're going to have a higher draft pick than a team this good has any business to have, like 2 years ago. And they're going to be in a position to draft whatever they want, franchise quarterback, lockdown corner, right tackle, left tackle, whatever they freaking need. Edge rusher, they can get it. And they should be really good next year if they have a smart offseason and a little more luck. So that would be the silver lining for me.
To your point, Grant, it's almost like the Warriors situation where they ended up with the 2nd overall pick, and you add James Wiseman with that core. That's a luxury of having all your players on IR and ending up with not the record you were planning for. Yeah.